Hey everyone, I am back with probably one of the more awaited videos, at least what I like to look for in planner videos, are the flip throughs. Right, end of the year, you take time to reflect, and these babies have been the workhorses of 2024. The cover's not on this one because she's already on a planner for next year. So what I'm going to do is I'll explain a little bit about what these are and then take a pause, do a flip through with some music so you can fast forward if you don't want to see the flip through. But I'll pause at the end of that and talk about what I'm doing next year. And so we'll do that for my everyday carry and then for my brain dump. This was my brain dump. It's like my brain's always active. So that's my brain dump, and then this is the brain dump for November, December, because I ran out of room. So I'll start with the everyday carry. I got distracted because I'm like, oh, there's a pencil on the back. Okay, so absolutely love the color. Love this color. It wasn't in a lot this past year for 2025. So I was able to get it in this size for Traveler's Notebook. My goodness, 72 weeks. This was the only color and size with this color. So that's what I got, and I found a way to use it. But it's just absolutely stunning. And I love it so much. Like, I'm painting, and I have 3 different variations of the shade that I'm now going to put in my home. So this is my little like happy things I always have. This is from Annie's Planner Co. Voice was my word of the year for 2024. My word of the year going into next year is legacy. My inserts didn't come in time. I ordered them last month and I thought they would, but they haven't shipped yet. Reasonable. Everybody's able to take time off for the holidays, but I'm super excited to get those in to show you. But voice was this past year, and I'll save this or maybe just leave it in for memories, and look forward to my legacy and putting them in the new planners. This is a 100-day tracker. I really love these. I didn't use this most recent one. I put it in and then planned to and did not because I went right into training for my show, which was 30 weeks. And I didn't need to track it. I just knew there was so much to every day that you just had to do, like non-negotiable. So didn't fill that out. But then these are quarterly goals. I didn't fill those out because I have my goal planner. And again, I had very specific goals last year. So I didn't use it, but I plan to use it going into 2025. Maybe that'll be just for my like decade plan, like now that I'm in my 40s. What do I want to be sure to do? We'll see. So it is 1 month at a time, back to back, without the distractions of, something in between. You can keep everything in a line and see everything at once, so that's kind of nice. It took me like a minute to get used to it, but I really liked it. And it's hard to believe that in 12 flips, the whole year is done. And then I usually use these Ollie clips to flip from, the month I'm planning, the week I'm currently in, and then one of these tabs to get back to the day. So, this is my everyday carry, so it has everything in it. And some weeks I did a lot, some weeks I did no planning, like that. So it just depends on what I was feeling that day. Or, did I take the week and plan ahead? Did I back plan and put stickers in at the end? What was I feeling like? And I didn't start planning, I didn't start training until June, which probably I bet we'll see less stickers, after I started training. Yep, like that. Yeah, so way less, if any. And wow, what's funny is looking back over it, just realizing how much less I used them, because it was just every day. It was so much. You can see 2 weeks to the first show. Nationals, November. Or not Nationals, I made it to Nationals. Yeah, so there's a lot. I didn't decorate until I was on PTO, and I got to decorate for my 40th birthday. And these are Sweet Planner. The Sweet Planner, her sticker kits are tiny, but they're just so elegant. And then the second half, I might not show as much, but this is like, I need to refer back to this information. So it's more of like a permanent habit tracker. So that is the Everyday Carry. And the new one, Everyday Carry for this year, is same theme, like a concept. So Moterm cover, all my little stickies, A5 size though. And I found a matching color tabs, you know, as I planned the months. And I don't know if I started writing too much into, oh, this was going to be my, what's my mental health, feeling like in the beginning of the planner. So it's the same layout, Sterling ink, all the months first, then the week, and then the free space in the back. And I think I'm going to like the size. I've been like slowly adjusting because I've been in this size for like 3 years now. 3 years. And I worry it's gonna feel too big, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna be too big at all, because it'll still fit in my massive purse. I think I'm just telling myself it's big, but I am going to start writing in it this week. And it feels, let me know in the comments if you also like struggle with like, not fear of commitment, but as soon as like the year starts or you start using your new planners, you're like, okay, can't go back. I don't know. It's like, it's totally weird, but I also feel like understandable if you're in this, if you're in the community, get it. But yeah, so just like I put some sticky notes in here to remember like what was I thinking I was going to use it for. Monthly planning, weekly planning. My Everyday Carry was formerly in a B6. So that's that. So this is my Everyday Carry. I didn't need like a second extension. This did everything. The only one, I guess, extra is that I always have a brain dump on me. And this was my brain dump, and I used it so much so, also B6, that I needed a second half year just for the 2 months. And brain dump is a whole mix of a lot. I could be planning something financially, I could write a note, I can reflect on the day, I can write a to-do list, I can write like a travel list, or you name it. Like there's no limits to what I use it for. But I did use 2, which is kind of crazy. But at one point I was using 2 of these a year for brain dump. But that's because I wasn't using the back of this as like a permanent, you'll need to reflect back and reference this from time to time brain dump. So live and learn. So these are my 2 brain dump this year. This was in a B6 croc cover from Moterm, but so like I see a black croc and I think, okay, brain dump. So I bought it in an A5 so my brain doesn't play tricks on me. And I believe my A5 cover is in the mail if I ordered it in time. I think I did. Like I've missed 2 or 3 restocks so far. But yeah, so this will be my brain dump, which if you look back, my brain dump was just a brain dump. Like, and when I say that, there was no calendar up front. It was just, might as well be like a B6 Stalogy. Open it up, start brain dumping. So the fact that my brain dump has a calendar in it I've never used a calendar in a brain dump before, so I don't yet know if this is going to be a special way to use a calendar or something specific, or maybe it's a countdown. But I'm always going to reference back to this calendar if I need to reference something or plan a week or make sure I don't miss an appointment. So that'll always be the go-to. So if you have ideas for what you think a brain dump based calendar can be used for, I would really love to hear it. Maybe it's like my no spend track, because this calendar is going to be used for like events. Maybe this can be like a spend tracker. We'll see. We'll kind of see what it like comes out to. But I don't know. I feel like it can be so many things so that it's analysis paralysis. No. Low spend. And amount, maybe. So I'll just put that in there as a little reminder. And then what I do like is it's daily. So I have sometimes a bad habit of forgetting to date my brain dump pages. And even though I might not use like the time down the left, I do like that I'll have a space for every day. What I'm not necessarily a fan of is that there's like nothing in the back for overlap. So if I need an extension from this, it's crazy. I have a B6 and an A6 on hand, ready to go. And I love this. I've never used a Habino, a Dory Habino before, but every day is on 2 pages. So I can make this the day, I can make this random notes or thoughts or pre-planning. So I'm really curious to see over time what this morphs into and what this morphs into. But right now, this is the brain dump plan to start in here. If I'm going somewhere and like this is too much, I will have this little guy. I will bring that with me in my purse. And I forgot to grab it out of the bag, but it is right next to me. And the other one I'll always have on me is this because it's my wallet. So instead of like these 2 massive sizes, and massive to mean like throw in your purse and go, I get these 2 little ones, which is great. So this is already my Hobonichi weeks size, but it's vertical, which I am so beyond thrilled about. So I have never had a weekly setup in my on the go planner that I've ever used. So I'm also really curious to see what this turns into. I don't imagine I'm going to like putting everything in it. I mean, I needed to go bigger, so I don't think I'm going to be fond of something smaller, but you never know. So I'm still trying to figure out what the weekly setup is, but the monthly, like you can see, I've already started marking things ahead of time. So we'll see. But this is my, if I'm out and I need to make an appointment, I will reference this because this has my everything in it. Work meetings, days off, reminders, days to not make appointments because I will have to do a lot of planning for work or anything along those lines. So it's with me because it's with my license and my cards. So if I'm out and about running around, maybe I'm getting my oil changed and I need to just sit brain dump, it'll be this little guy. And then I don't know yet what I'm going to do about like going back and forth between, do I rewrite everything from this to here, vice versa? I don't imagine it being vice versa, but maybe there'll be something in here I need to write in here. I don't know. However, also, I do intend to still have a you will need to reference me list in the back of here. Eventually, what I imagine I will do is to have a really big notebook with some like alphabetical tabs so that I can make my own, I don't say make my own dictionary because that's not, but like it's kind of that concept where if I need to write something related to my neurologist, I'll flip to N and write a neuro note. And like a lot of times where that is relevant is phone calls, right? Customer service. I called, I spoke to this guy at this time, he gave me one answer, called customer service this other day, this time gave me another answer. And it's just like a track of who did I talk to? What was the conversation? Someone help me get to a solution. But I've thought about that and I don't know what that'll look like yet. I did also get a 5-year planner, but I think that's going to be, I only bought one. I did want to buy 2, but it makes me nervous. So I bought one because I want to track the first 5 years of my 40s. I think there's going to be a lot happening and hopefully mostly good. But with that, that's it. That is my 2025 system. I say a nutshell, but it's a very long nutshell. And I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a lot of like thinking and the process of getting all of this situated. But I think it's going to be really nice and a nice change. And it's always fun when I get to change up my planners a little bit because when it's tried and true and it works, you just keep going and you lose the excitement of like a new planner or something's new. And this was nice. It was nice to like give everything a little bit of a facelift and spice it up. I say spice, like this isn't spicy things, but you know what I mean. But I'll leave it at that. I really appreciate you being here and hanging in. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I am happy to answer any questions. If you have ideas, I'd love to hear your ideas. And I really appreciate you being here and spending your time with me because time is one thing we can't get back. And the fact that you are sharing it with me, I am extremely grateful. If this helped you and you think it'll help others, please do share it. Maybe you're starting a planner community or a little planning group. That really helps if you're just starting to get into it. Invite more folks and, make it a thing you do with your friends. I do that with my planner friends as well sometimes too. And with that, if I don't see you again until 2025, I hope you have a wonderful new year and a great New Year's Eve and you're safe and sound and happy and it starts off very well. So thank you again. I appreciate you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye.